Coach Jack Daniels of the Boxers Trainers Channel. Man, I feel good. I feel good. Way down on the inside this morning for sure, right? I mean, basically, it's every morning I feel good to be able to wake up. You know what I'm saying? And do this and like fulfill my obligation to my dream, right? It's a wonderful thing. And this is part and partial a part of my dream. I'm not going to go off into details about the um, size of my dream, but I do have a dream, right? And I'm kind of like just waiting for it to come to fruition, right? Part and partial is that it's already came to fruition in the sense that I'm doing what I'm doing today, right? And as I continue to do what I do, right, I feel better about communicating, you know what I'm saying, with the world about my experience with boxing, right? And no, I constantly refer to the sport as boxing. Very seldom do you hear me say fighting, right? Because there is a variable between the two. And I've said this time and time again, right? So I'm not going to go off into the variables, but here's the deal. Last week, I said that Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia 2, the rematch would be made, right? There's no way of getting around why this fight is not going to be made, right? And it's going to be made next, right? So all the nonsense that Ryan Garcia was alleging about, he wanted to fight Shakur Stevenson next, or Conor Ben, whatever the case may have been, right? And I just find it real ironic that he would make those statements knowing, right, that he's obligated to fight Devin Haney next, right? Now, this was supposed to come to fruition, I want to say, after the May 2nd, uh, 2025 New York fight, where Ryan Garcia lost to Rolando Romero, right? That kicked the rematch two to the curb, right? But as I think about it, right, there had to be some type of um, contract involved in the issues prior to the loss to Rolly Romero, right? There has to be some type of contractual agreements between the promoters, which was Turki Al-Sheikh, and the fighters, right? I want to say, I want to be clear about this. Turki Al-Sheikh is a very smart young man. He's smart as hell, right? And a lot of you guys don't really pay attention to this. I do, right? He has ambitions, a big, huge ambition to fulfill his obligation to boxing, right? His plan is to make boxing one of the most viable, lucrative in the different sports, right? Boxing is going to trump all that because Turkey Al-Sheikh, she also has a dream, right? And Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney is a part of that dream. Ryan Garcia knew this before he made those allegations about who he was going to fight next, right? And if you remember correctly, Devin Haney really wasn't talking about who he's going to fight next. Now he made mention of, I think, of Rolly Romero, but this was before Ryan Garcia won the Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios fight for the WBC welterweight championship of the world, right? Devin wasn't really making his potential fight date or what he wanted to do next made public. You know what I mean? That was because he knew too that he had an obligation to fulfill to a prior arrangement that he made with Turkey Sheik. Now I'm not going to get off into the depths of that, but I'm just saying that fight was this fight that is about to come to fruition between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is a shoe in, right? It's a shoe in because it already had prior contractual arrangements and obligations. You understand what I mean? Okay, so this fight will be made, and in my opinion, this is easy work for Devin Haney, provided right Devin Haney fights, or excuse me, boxes like Devin Haney boxes. Gil Cole in the house. Long time no see, brother. What's going on? Gil Cole in the house. Shout out. Shout out to Gil Cole. What's going on, Gil Cole? I've been meaning to call you back here. My wife had me held hostage painting this dang house. Could you imagine that? Got me away from what I love to do, paint a house. But somebody got to do the heavy lifting. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do. Correct, Gil Cole? But let me say this. I think that this fight, and I'm quite sure Gil Cole is going to have something to say about my critiquing of this fight, right? 100. Okay. In my opinion, this fight should be easy work for Devin Haney, right? The close proximity that he has with Ryan Garcia, he knows Ryan Garcia, right? Ryan Garcia knows him also, obviously, right? But the fact remains the same. There was mistakes made in the Haney camp, right? As far as this is my opinion, right? No disrespect toward any of the trainers, nobody, right? But this is just my opinion, right? And you know what I mean. I just won't. I don't want to go off into like giving you guys something that might come into fruition as far as the regiment is concerned, the training is concerned, right? As far as what I know, right, would make this easy work for Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it's like it's just from a trainer's perspective, right? You know, here's the deal. When I say trainer, right, there's good trainers, there's damn good trainers, and there's trainers that have a vision, right, to point out the exact things that a boxer needs in order for him to be great, right? I mean, it's like an intuitive gift, right? That some of us are bestowed with, right? Or we can say, man, check this out, man. You know what you did. Here's what you did, right? And this is what you gonna do, right? This is where you gonna change this up. This is where you gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's that energy, right? That a lot of cats don't have when it comes to training, right? They don't have it. That compels the boxer to say, damn, right? Damn, I didn't know. I didn't think about that. We didn't think about, you know what I'm saying? That is a gift. It's a gift, right? So when I say it's easy, hey, look, man, check this out here. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney for Devin Haney is easy work. It's easy work. I mean, it's like changing up 2 or 3 things. You know what I'm saying? And the cool thing about this is Devin has all the talent in the world, right? And so the shoe in, the fit in, it wouldn't be nothing, right? It would, at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if those adjustments were that Ryan Garcia didn't get knocked out. But that's a part of the genius that is brought to the table when it comes to a trainer being able to get his boxer to believe in the things that he says. You know what I'm saying? It's like a era of energy, right? That is exuded for the trainer to the boxer. Man, I ain't gonna go off into all that, but you know what I'm saying. That's the particulars involved in having that type of energy when you dealing with a certain type of a boxer, a great boxer, right? That you know what I'm saying has kind of like lost that nudge. You know what I mean? Lost that compelling desire, right, to go in there and just do what I need to do to take this fool head off. That requires energy, a certain energy from the trainer. Not saying anything about my brother Bill or any of the other trainers. I'm just saying that I see what I see and I feel from way down on the inside, right? It would be easy work. Easy work. Devin Haney is 27 years of age. He's ranked #1 by Ring Magazine. He's formerly undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He's also formerly the WBC junior lightweight champion of the world. And currently, he is the WBO welterweight champion of the world, right? This cat is 3 times, 3-division world champion. You know what I mean? And what can you say about all that talent? He is also undefeated, 33-0, 15 by knockout, never been stopped, no draws. He is also number 10 on the pound for pound list. Now, that's a lot of accolades. You know what I'm saying? With all those accolades that Devin Haney has, there should be no reason why this shouldn't be easy work, right? Given the fact that the errors made in the first fight are corrected. It's like, and I'm saying this like to hear them and to absorb them into Devin Haney's mind, it would be like, damn, you're right. Because it is. I'm right. You can't get around this, man. When you're right, you're right. You're wrong, you're wrong. Period. Those are the dynamics of the world order of things. You know what I mean? When you're right, you're right. And you're wrong. Period. Right? Ryan Garcia is the new WBC welterweight champion of the world as a result of whooping Mario Barrio. What? Last week. Date escapes me. So he is the new welterweight champion of the world. As a result, no, I take that back. February 21st, 2026, that's when he became the WBC. That's an honorable belt. The WBC it is the most prestigious belt, contrary to the fact that it has of late been in a lot of a lot of controversy about certain things that have went on between certain boxers and President Mario. No, Suleiman is the last name. I can't recall it, or I can't pronounce his first name. Hey, Gil Cole, are you still in the house? No, I guess Gil cut out. Damn, I was about to pop Gil Cole with a question. But anyway, Ryan Garcia is 25 wins, 20 by knockout. 2 losses, one to Gervonta Davis by knockout, and one to Rolando Romero. Rolando Romero also put him on his back, right? Oh, you here? The WBC president, what's his name? Oh, man, you too slow this morning, bro. Where you at work? You better be taking care of your. You think Suleiman. There was a lot of controversy behind Suleiman and a few boxers that shed lights on the prestigious belt to the WBC, right? Oh yeah, okay. All right, brother. All right, I appreciate you. You know I appreciate you, brother. And we still gonna have that conversation. Who is this here? Phase the Great. Shout out to Phase the Great. 22 knockouts, I think. Who had 22 knockouts? No. The record reflects 20 knockouts. I believe that's a sister, a woman, a female. Anyway, the record reflects, as a result of my notes, 20 knockouts. What you trying to do? Yeah, 20 knockouts. What, you a Ryan Garcia fan, sweet? Wait a minute, who is that? I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on this person, whether she's a male or female. No. I said 20 knockouts. Ryan Garcia's 25 wins, 20 by knockout. 2 losses. 1 to Gervonta Davis by knockout, and 1 to Rolando Romero. Rolando Romero beat him with a left hook. You want to comment on that? Is that correct? Am I correct? What is that? Phase the girl 8T. That's a lot of something there, sister. But anyway, back to the fight, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to this fight, but I'm also looking forward to Devin Haney getting in and fighting like Devin Haney fights or supposed to fight. Contrary to the fact that, you know what I'm saying, the way I might feel, right? I'm just hoping and praying that something happens to enlighten Devin the Dream Haney, right? I just don't, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine the way that I think, right? That Devin Haney going to get in there and allow Ryan Garcia. The thing about that fight was territory. That's all I'm gonna say. It was territory. Devin Haney gave up too much territory for Ryan Garcia. There you go. There he go. What? So what you saying, Gil? What you mean by that? I can't pin that, but Gil Cole said Devin needs hopes and prayers. OG, what did he? Let me see. And he got a whole bunch of smiling emojis. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the case, man. I actually think with a few minor adjustments, a few minor adjustments, Ryan Garcia is easy work. He easy work, man. I mean, his style represents to me that he easy work. You know what I mean? You got. That's what I'm talking about, you man. See, you too uncertain when it comes to Devin Haney. My personal feelings like you don't really care for Devin Haney, man. It's kind of like been like that for years, but you know what I'm saying. I haven't really just exposed you like that. But Gil Cole, let the record reflect that you heard it first on the Boxing Trainers channel, and it's his opinion that Gil Cole, out of Florida, does not like Devin the Dream Haney. How about that? I said it. But that just changed my love for Gil Cole, my man. We didn't have some heated conversation, and we're gonna do that again, man. Hopefully, one day this week, I'm gonna have my which one? Let me see. Which one is that? StreamYard. StreamYard, have my StreamYard hooked up, and we're going to do some bickering backwards and forwards about some serious boxing. And I want to get Gil Cole in there because he thinks that he should have been a pundit and I should have been a fan sometime. But anyway, man, glad to have you on board, brother. But it's time to go. Got to get some other things done. So hit that subscription button, hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. And let me know if y'all think that Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney is easy work for Devin Haney. uh, Gil Cole said, I really don't like Devin, but he might be able to beat Ronnie Garcia. Okay. Okay. I got it. Okay, champ, I'm gone, y'all. Gil, talk to you later, brother.